everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we are doing another Amonkhet Intermediate Swiss Draft League, of course. If you like the content on this channel, please like and subscribe to the channel. That would help me tremendously. Thanks for all the comments over the last few videos. This pack is crazy, by the way, geez. Glyphkeeper versus Regal Caracol. I think Glyphkeeper's better, but I don't even know. I mean, there's other cats in here as well. They're both really good cards. I feel like the Glyphkeeper's got to be tougher to deal with, though. Because the Caracol, you get 3 bodies, and 2 of them have lifelink, which is really good. But this just flies over top and just wins, right? 5 mana, 5 power flying. I mean, I know Glyphkeeper's good. I know Regal Caracol's good, too. Like I said, this pack is nuts. It's also got Final Reward. Oketra's Attendant, this Baleful Amit is really good. So this is just a bonkers pack in general, but I think we're going to go Glyphkeeper over Regal Caracol. Go for the flyer. But yeah, Caracol is really good too. Jeez. Crazy pack. Whoever I pass this to is going to be like, what? Why? Why would you not take that? Okay. Follow-up pick. So this Javelineer actually has a lot of synergies with stuff in the format. We're already starting to move into Grixis if we do that. There's Bone Picker, which is good. Electrify, straight removal, also good. Definitely good. Is it wiser to just take the Javelineer? It's going to be tough to make both work unless I get some fixing, which is totally possible. Maybe I can play one of the 2 colors of Javelineer, and that way it's not like I'm going to splash Glyphkeeper, so. I mean, I think Javelineer is splashable too. I don't mind just taking Electrify here, though. But I also want to try Javelineer out, because I think this card is really good. You can just do that ability whenever. I'm going to take the Javelineer. I'm giving up an Electrify for it, which is pretty big, but I think the card is really good. Okay, so choices now are Trial of Zeal, Magma Spray, Wasteland Scorpion. I think it's got to be Trial of Zeal. All the cartouches are common. The trials are more difficult to get. And this just kills people. So we'll take Trial. Okay, so now there's a Scorpion. There is a Skirmisher, a Pathmaker Initiate, Illusory Wrappings, and those are all the picks. So if I take the Scorpion, it's moving me a little bit more towards the black-red, and then you can't really splash Glyphkeeper. I don't have to play Glyphkeeper, but I would really like to. Scorpion is quite good. It's also an Exemplar of Strength in here, which is a card I actually like. Giant Spider, of course. Illusory Wrappings is not bad. It's not amazing either. It can deal with things, though, pretty effectively. If you have a good late game plan, which we kind of do, Illusory Wrapping doesn't seem bad. I think we go Scorpion just because you can cycle it. Like, that to me is pretty telling of why it's a good pick. Okay, so we could take Desert Ceradon now. Not really caring about new perspectives. There's also River Serpent, but I guess at this point I would prefer to go the Ceradon. It might just be that Glyphkeeper's not going to work out. I'm not exactly sure yet, but if I have any way to fix for Glyphkeeper, I'm willing to entertain the idea. And it's still definitely possible to go red, blue, splash, black. Because remember, the Scorpion, although not a sexy splash card, the fact that it has cycling makes it just fine on the splash, I think. Colorless cycling, especially. Alright, so the pick now. So Naga is cool with both Aftermath and Embalm. Wander in Death is just a very good card. It's got cycling and bringing back bomb creatures like Glyphkeeper is really good. Horror of the Broken Lands is good. A lot of just good cards in this pack this late, which is a good sign too. So I kind of just want to take Wandering Death because I know this card is good. Heckma Sentinel is good with the cyclers we already have, and it has synergy with Merciless Javelineer. It's a bit more ambitious. I'm going to take the Wandering Death. I just know the card is good. Okay. Trial of Solidarity pretty late. This card's powerful. We can take Supernatural Stamina. I think this card's fine, actually. It's a combat trick that can give you into the battlefield effects. And it's 1 mana. I think that's pretty legitimate. There's also Winds of Rebuke, which is also good. Not quite worth the splash, but Glyphkeeper, like I said, is going to be really difficult to splash if we don't get any fixing. I'm just going to take the Supernatural Stamina. It may be that we just end up black-red because I love Faith of the Devoted, and we already have Ceradon, Scorpion, Wandering Death, and Merciless Javelineer. Yeah, I think we got to take this. Otherwise, we're just taking over a Painful Lesson and a Pathmaker Initiate. Okay, so Nimbleblade Kenra, pretty good with the stamina. The Festering Mummy is basically just going to be good with... Well, it's good early. I mean, we have mostly black now, so the Mummy over the Kenra might be wiser. Because we can still possibly splash red. I'm actually going to go Kenra anyway, though. Okay, Blighted Bat seems fine. It has flying. There's Laybear the Heart, which is cool. And there's Naga Oracle, which is good too. But we're going to take the Bat, get the Flyer. Mangle Horn. This card's cool. Inciter's a little too unexciting. Jera's Resolve has cycling, but I'm going to go Decision Paralysis, I guess. Yeah, I don't think the Monument's very good, but I don't need any of these other cards. All the Monuments. All right. Okay. Pretty successful pack 1, I would say. Possibly still going blue, but it looks like more likely going red-black. I think the chances of playing Kefnet's Monument are low. Same with the Inciter. I'm still willing to entertain the idea of Glyphkeeper Decision Paralysis being playable in this deck, but it is seeming less and less realistic. Oh wow, Glorybringer. That's a huge pickup for us. This card is really strong, so happy to get that. There's also a Merciless another Javelineer in here, which would be crazy too. A Soul Stinger, which is going to be good. Thresher Lizard, of course, good, but yep, we're slam dunking the Glorybringer. It's worth a bunch of tickets too, so that's just a really optimal pickup for us, honestly. I guess it's worth a lot less now. It's only worth about 4.3. I thought it was worth like 13 or something. Must have dropped like crazy. Okay, so now we can take Magma Spray, which you probably do, get a nice removal spell. There's also a Minotaur Sure Shot in here, which I like a lot. There's Scattered Groves, which is probably worth a ticket, but nothing like, I'm sure it's not worth a fortune or anything. No, it's not even worth a ticket, so no problem there. I don't feel bad about giving it up. I would have given it up anyway, even if it was a ticket, but happy to pick up Magma Spray here. Great removal spell. Deals with Embalm in a very hyper-efficient manner. Buys us time since we have a great late game plan now, right, with the Glorybringer. Beatdown Fest. And we have the Desert Ceradon too, which doubles as a win con and a draw card effect. So Magma Spray is nice. So another Javelineer. There's also a Cartouche of Ambition, but I think we're just going Javelineer. Again, this card is very good. You can just instant speed change combat outcomes. Granted, it costs a card, but it seems really good to me. So we'll take it over the Cartouche despite having the good synergy with Trial, and despite the fact that I like Cartouche of Ambition. I've been really impressed with this card, but I'm still going to go Javelineer. because I think it's more powerful overall, and we still can find other cartouches later, but it's going to be more difficult to see Javelineers, I think. Okay, so we have a choice again. Painful Lesson, Pathmaker Initiate, or another Supernatural Stamina. So Pathmaker gives us more creatures on the low end, which I think we want over Painful Lesson. And Initiate's actually better than I initially gave it credit for. It's better than I thought it was. It does work really well with some cards in the format, particularly the Minotaur Sure Shot, which is a common. So we'll take the Initiate. I mean, it can trade with things early too if you need it to. True Heart Twins are good. There's Pitiless Vizier, which some people were saying I was kind of underrating. I have played with this card before. I think it's fine. We don't... I mean, we have enough where we can make it work already. So I'm willing to entertain it. I think True Heart Twins are actually really good. Because then buff your whole team. I might actually just like the Twins more than the Pitiless Vizier. Granted, we don't have much exert, but remember, it exerts. So pump your 5 mana 4/4 that pumps your team when it attacks is actually pretty nice. I think we're going to take it over the Vizier. And at this point, I think we're just off blue. I think blue's not going to happen, but I think our core deck is looking pretty awesome. So there's another bat. There's Hazaret's Monument, which does make both of our top end cheaper. It also has synergy with Faith of the Devoted. There's a Thresher Lizard, a Mummy, another bat. I mean, it's cool that you can rummage. And it does make all of our, or at least a lot of our creatures cheaper so far. I mean, that's pretty good. I don't know how I feel about this one, though. I'm not in love with it. I think it's okay. I'm giving up a bat for it. Or a Thresher Lizard. I think we'll take it. It feels like a turn 4 Glorybringer is probably worth it. So now I can take the Cartouche of Zeal over the Dune Beetle. And then we've got some Cartouche Trial synergy, which I like. I think Dune Beetle would be actually fine for this deck too. We've got good tools to work alongside it. Like I said, we have a good late game plan now. We can ditch cards we don't need to kill things or get past blockers because it's really versatile. Or we've got big fatties at the end with good cheap removal. So we'll take the Cartouche. It's more of an aggressive card, but we can definitely make it work. All right, we get the Pitiless Vizier anyway, so I'm happy enough about that. I don't think we got any Cyclers out of this pack. Maybe I spoke too soon. Here's one. So I could take a second Wander in Death. We've got plenty of good creatures to return. And it has cycling. Or we can take the Thresher Lizard, just get another creature. So we have about 6 to 7 slots left in our deck. We need at least 5 more creatures. Do I want a second Wander in Death, or am I more likely to play a 3-drop creature? I wouldn't mind a second Wander in Death, but I'm going to take the Lizard because I think I just want to make sure we get our 15 creatures. So I can do Embalmer's Tools, I guess. I don't need any of these cards. They're off color anyway. A Wield Honored Crop Captain. I'm just going to, well, I mean, there's no reason to hate draft, but I really don't need a Bloodlust Inciter either. Alright, I guess we'll take the Trespasser's Curse. Huh. I mean, technically this card would let us splash Glyphkeeper. Might be worth a try for that. But, I mean, we're a little bit color intensive. Dispossess. Oh yeah, not that good. May just want the Entangler. It has Exert synergy with True Heart Twins. There's also a Soul Stinger in here, which I like. But I think we'll go Entangler. We need some more low end. This deck needs some more low end. And I think I haven't been giving Entangler enough credit. It's got Trample. It's a 2-drop, 2 power. It can Exert and become a 3/3. All of that, I think, adds up to at least an adequate card. I think it's actually pretty good. So And it has some random initiate synergy too. Make it unblockable, then exert it. Get an extra damage in. Unblockable. Not bad. We'll take it. Well, Heaven and Earth is good, but we can't get it in our graveyard. Splendid Agony, probably what we want. Just good removal. Flameblade Adept is not bad. We have some cyclers and discard synergies with it, which is cool. But I think Splendid Agony, because you can get a 2-for-1 out of it, is pretty good. So we'll take that. So there's Unburden, there's another Thresher Lizard, there's Lay Bare the Heart. We may not have enough cycling synergies for Faith of the Devoted. We basically have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I want to use the Javelineers in conjunction with it because I think that's really good. Basically 3 mana, neg 1 something, and drain 2. That's pretty cool. We need 3 more creatures, and maybe I take the Thresher Lizard. Just get another creature. Alright. Maybe we wheel the Unburden? I'm not sure. Okay, so Sure Shot here versus Dune Beetle. Dune Beetle's cheaper. Could help our curve, but the Sure Shot's really good, I think. There's also another Unburden in here. Like I said, the Sure Shot has good synergy with the Initiate, and the fact that it's got reach is, in my mind, pretty relevant. So I think I'm going to take it. So another bat. We could take the Horror. I feel a little more comfortable playing. I think Horror is probably the pick here over the Bat. Bat's not bad either, but I like that it cycles and it's a good top end card to have. So I'm going to take it. So Scavenger's actually good. Remember this, I actually had forgotten that, yeah, this works with all of your exert creatures, so it's pretty cool. More synergy with Faith of the Devoted as well, so we'll take it. So another Initiate or a Dune Beetle. Probably the Initiate. Dune Beetle would not be bad either. Because we have a decent late game plan. It's also a Scarab Feast. I think we're just going to go Initiate, though. Tormenting Voice is actually pretty good. We're going to take it over Blazing Volley. Because I think we could end up main decking the Tormenting Voice. It makes 17 lands a little bit better. Because you can filter extra lands. God, no one likes the... No respect for the honored crop captains. There's Honed Kopesh, which... I don't think we're playing a second Supernatural Stamina. I'm not even sure we're playing the first one yet. I don't think we're playing the Kopesh either, but... Guess we'll take the Cradle of the Accursed. We're not super color intensive, so... Could see myself playing it. Alright, Lay Bare the Heart Wheels. We'll definitely take that. Nice sideboard card. Take the Violent Impact. Alright. Okay. So we got a good deck. We have enough early game. We've got plenty of top end. We have some cycling. We've got some decent stuff going on here. We've got to make some cuts. I may be willing to just do 16 lands too. I'm not sure yet. Our curve is not bad. I mean, we have some mana sinks, I guess, and like Javelineers. I think I can cut the Kopesh pretty easily. We don't need it. I'm running Cartouche essentially just because, well, it's not a bad card in general, but it's also good alongside the Trial. Let's check our cycling synergies, shall we? So we have this discard and cyclers. I'll put together since those usually go hand in hand. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not bad. It's enough to probably play all of our cycling synergy cards. We have 9 non-creature spells, which makes Nimble Blade a little bit less exciting. It's not bad. It's just, I think we can afford to cut 2 creatures and call it a deck, probably. Which means maybe I just want to cut the Nimble Blade. And maybe one of the Thresher Lizards can go. It's not that it's a bad card, because it's not. But if I was to look at all of my creatures, I think the least exciting one is probably the Thresher Lizard. So we can run this like 16 lands, because our curve is not super high. We top out at 5 with 2 cards. We do have a lot of 3 drops, but remember, these also cycle in a pinch for 2. So our curve actually looks pretty reasonable. Yeah, I like this. So I think we're going to do this. Okay. Should we play the Monument? I guess that's the question. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it makes 11 of our creatures 1 cheaper, which is the vast majority of our creature base. So it does ramp, theoretically, or at least make things more efficient to cast. But then it rummages. So do we care about rummaging in this deck? It's going to be good with Horror of the Broken Lands. It's going to be good with Faith of the Devoted. It's going to be good with Pitiless Vizier. That's not bad. I don't mind rummaging either. I feel like the Monuments are kind of a trap. It's tough. Making the Ceradon cheaper too, though, is not bad. This is a little difficult. I'm going to try it out. I think they're worthy of trying out, especially in a deck that actually has some synergies with it. I will say I'm kind of on the fence about whether or not it's playable right now, and I'm sure plenty of people are going to just say it's... I think most people now, not most, but a significant amount of people definitely think the Monuments are, for the most part, just completely unplayable, and I'm not entirely on that side yet. I want to experiment a little bit more with them. I want to give them a little bit more of a chance. So we have more red than black. We have 1 double red in Glorybringer. I think we probably still want to do an 8-8 split. Let me look at what my low-end curve looks like. We're like all red. Maybe it is better to do 9-7. Okay. I think we're going to do 9-7. It's more essential that we get the that red early, so we'll take their suggestion. Overall, I think this, I mean, we got Glorybringer, so this deck is clearly good just in that regard. We have some cool synergies. We get to try out the Javelineer. Looks like we can beat down relatively well. We have some card draw effects. Our curve is pretty low. We have a lot of cyclers and stuff, so we've got a good late game plan because of the Javelinier's crippling stuff and Glorybringer flying over top, True Heart Twin, making your army big, Sure Shot Mana Sink. So not a ton of evasion, but some top end that also doubles as cyclers in the beginning, which I really like a lot. Removal-wise, we're not great. We're okay. We've got Magma Spray, Stamina Combat Trick, Trial, Splendid Agony, which is adequate in the Javelineer, so some adequate removal. Not my favorite combination, but certainly satisfactory. So, okay. This looks like a fun deck. We'll try it like this, and we'll see you round 1.